All right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? My people in Harlem and all of Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, New York, all the way up Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back at another video, and this one's gonna be on Mr. Usher, baby, Usher Raymond, and why making a case for him being the greatest of all time, the greatest R&B singer of all time, the king of R&B. Okay, and I honestly go back and forth between him and R. Kelly in terms of who's the goat of R&B. Yes, R. Kelly. Okay, I don't want to hear it, but because R. Kelly, R. Kelly could sing. He could write. R. Kelly could write songs and he produced. Okay, a lot of people don't know that, but R. Kelly could sing, write, and produce. Usher could sing and dance, and he could write songs. Of course, Usher has songwriting credits on all of his songs, but for the most part, let's be honest. Come on, come on. I trust R. Kelly's pen over Usher's pen. You feel me? Of course, Usher can dance. Usher can dance, but so can Breezy, but R. Kelly could do more. But anyway, back to this is gonna be on Usher. Now, I was gonna break down his run, look at his legacy, impact on R&B, overall influence. Okay, now Usher's run. Now, he released his debut album in '94, self-titled album in '94 when he was, I believe, 16 years old. You know, it had a couple. I listened to it. It has a couple good tracks on it. You know what I'm saying, I call it a classic. Personally, I wouldn't. But My Way, 8701, Confessions, oh definitely, those are classics to me. I liked the Here I Stand Now was an okay album. Versus Raymond versus Raymond, I think that's like his last very good to great project. Of course, Usher started getting older. That's what happens. Right? So let's look at Usher's run from about '97 to about I'll go to about '08. '08. I'll give Usher that much. '97 to '08. That's about fair, right? It's 11 years. No, not that he was whack before or whack after, but that was his prime. That was Usher's peak. That was his absolute prime. Then they kind of moved him out the way and replaced him with Chris Brown. Kind of slowly moved him out the way, and same thing with Beyonce. Kind of. They kind of let Beyonce and Rihanna run as a joint monarchy, but they definitely moved Usher out the way. Then of course Chris Brown fucked up with the whole Rihanna situation. Of course they blackballed him. Trey Songz, no disrespect to Trey Songz, he's a great, great R&B singer, but is he on Usher or Breezy's level? To me, no. So that was kind of the end of R&B as we knew and loved it. R&B kind of died with you know Usher's prime dying and Breezy and Rihanna. But that's good. That's another video for another day. But let's get into this, okay? So in '97 he released his classic album, My Way. My Way. My Way. Not 2001. He released 8701. That was kind of the album that blew Usher up for real on a national. Okay, blew Usher up on a national level. Confessions, of course, that kind of made him legendary superstar icon level. Cause that's a very legendary, influential album. Here's the cover for his self-titled album. It's cover for My Way. Okay, Confessions has been called the thriller of our generation and thriller of the generation and whatnot. And I definitely would. Compared to Thriller, of course, Michael Jackson is always going to be the greatest of all time. But and Thriller's my favorite Michael Jackson album. Probably most people's favorite Michael Jackson album. But yeah, Usher's Confession is probably the closest we'll see to Thriller in a long time, and it's definitely arguably the greatest R&B album of all time. Because I can classify Usher as R&B. Michael Jackson, and I know this is an Usher video, but Michael Jackson kind of transcends all genres. He has hits of pop music, rock and roll, New Jack Swing, Be Dangerous. Remember, his Dangerous album, that's considered a New Jack Swing album because it was produced majority by Teddy Riley. You know, Rock and roll, pop, R&B, soul, New Jack Swing. Michael has hits across genres, so it's kind of hard to classify him. But if it's strictly R&B, Usher is definitely the GOAT, or him and R. Kelly to me are the GOATs, and Confession is probably the best number one album of all time. And of course, You Got It Bad, or excuse me, not You Got It Bad, but 8701. Man, y'all got me using pictures of Usher with his shirt off. Man, I don't like this shit, so I'm trying to pray this up. But yeah, You Got It Bad. This is my favorite Usher song. Okay, this is my favorite Usher song. Always will be. Okay, a lot of people say Yeah or Confessions or Guilty or whatever. And In This Club with Beyonce. Wasn't that song called In This Club with Beyonce? Yeah. Okay, here's him with Chill. I believe this is Chili from TLC. This is his legendary album Confessions. Now, this was released in 2004. 2004 was a great year for music. 2003, 2004 was a great year. Usher dropped Yeah, Snoop Dogg dropped It Like It's Hot, Andre 3000 of Outkast he dropped Hey Ya, Sierra dropped Goodies. And that was kind of the and PD Pablo dropped Freak a Leak. People called those type of songs like Usher and Sierra did Yeah and Goodies crunk and beat. They made up a whole subgenre, fusion genre, crunk and beat for Usher and Sierra because they were all produced by Lil Jon, of course. But yeah, there's the alternate cover. This really launched Usher into superstardom. He was, the unquestioned king at that time, one of the top musicians in the industry at that time, in the early 2000s. Okay, here's a cover for yeah. And honestly, quiet as kept. Even though I'm a hip hop head, I'm a hard, hardcore hard hip hop fan. There was a while in my early life where I was more into R&B than I liked hip hop. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Of course, when I was a little kid, I grew up in the 2000s. Wayne and Kanye ran hip hop. 50 was kind of at the end. But I really like. I had Usher, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Rihanna. I really enjoyed R&B more than I enjoyed hip hop. I'm just being honest with you. As of course R&B died, and you know R&B died. I just got old. I got more into hip hop. So, but yeah, here's Usher in the Yeah video. Yeah video, Usher's most famous song, most popular song. Also, by the way, for all of y'all who don't know, Confessions went diamond. It was a diamond. I think it went 10 times or 11 time platinum, which of course is a diamond certification. Because remember, this is before the streams era. See now, artists going double platinum or triple platinum. That's a rarity now. That people would be like, wow, this because you can just stream songs, just get one song from an album and add to your phone instead of buying the whole album. Okay, so that, I wonder how Confessions would do today in the streaming era. Okay, this is My Boo with Alicia Keys, of course. Back when she was bad. She still is bad, but back then. Yeah, sure, I see you. But yeah, this is a movie Usher did called In the Mix. It was released in '05. Like I said, Usher was at the height of his career at this time. He was a superstar. R. Kelly kind of, this is in the aftermath of all the R. Kelly allegations. So, then she was kind of trying to move him out the way, make way for Usher. This is the same way they had to get rid of Usher. They had to move Usher out the way to make way for Breezy, or Usher had to take a step back. He did take a step back 'cause he got older. Now this is his album Here I Stand, red, white, and black theme, of course. What was the song he did with Jeezy? The song he did with at the time was Young Jeezy. No, I forget. I used to bang that shit a lot. The song he did with Young Jeezy. In the comment section, comment down below what the song was with Young Jeezy. But I used to bang that shit all the time, man. This is a good to very good album. Okay, I won't get any higher than that. Okay, now this is the song Usher did with R. Kelly, which, not gonna lie, is my favorite R. Kelly song, along with Bump and Grind. A song called Same Girl, the duet with Usher. If you look at the writing credits for this song, the writing credits are R. Kelly and two other people, not Usher. Okay, again, I know this is the greatest of all time on Usher. Just being real about it. I go back and forth between him and Kells, man. That's the thing. Kells could write and he produced. Yeah, this was a big song back in the day. This song was huge, but a lot of people like the "I'm a Flirt" song with T-Pain and T.I. I thought this song was better, much better. But yeah, man. Usher. Yeah. So Usher has, let's see, he has about three, maybe you could argue four classic albums, depending on how you feel about his debut album. Four classic albums, five classic albums. He's one of the most influential R&B singers of all time, because Usher had a Usher had a unique style, I should say. Well, he was kind of like the player, smooth, laid back, chill dude. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, even though he kind of had that persona, Usher, whereas R. Kelly got revealed to be a sadist, but Usher didn't have that. Usher, that kind of personality oozed off him. You can feel that in the room. Like that's the thing with Usher. And here's the Raymond versus Raymond album. That song is "Guilty" with T.I. and the song "Lil Freak" with Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj was still up and coming. But like I was saying, Usher, he's definitely kind of copied per se in terms of R&B. Chris Brown, Omarion, Miguel, even Justin Bieber. People copy him. Okay, this is a article on Wikipedia in terms of his legacy. It says here, let's zoom in. Usher was named the Hot 100 Artist of the 2000s by Billboard, saying Usher's sexy brand of R&B dominated the last decade with the top-selling album and more number ones than any other act. Talking about Confessions, although the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem was revealed to be the number one selling album of that decade. But whatever. With Confessions selling 20 million copies worldwide. Okay, it was 20 million worldwide as the top solo album, considered by Bonzu Thompson of Vibe to be the thriller of our generation. Jay Tinsley of Up Rocks ranked it amongst the landmark albums in pop culture because of its theme. Pop music critics Sasha Frere Jones, of the New Yorker remarks, for a while Confessions was pop music. It says it may turn out been the last true blockbuster in pop. Clay Kane said, "No way, we didn't see pop R&B artists on pop radio." And Usher was one of those people in the '90s who was the catalyst for that. He was kind of a pioneer. He's the greatest example of pure crossover success. Exactly. Usher, he was the Michael Jackson of his generation. Michael, at the time, MTV was accused of being racist because they wouldn't play any videos by any black artists. Michael, he broke that down with the Thriller video and Smooth Criminal and Beat It. He moved his way over to the pop world, broke his way down. He crossed over the same way as Usher did. Described as the best dancer in pop since Michael Jackson, definitely. Well, in my opinion, Chris Brown is, the the best dancer, a better dancer than Usher. But that's just my opinion. You know, and speaking of, Chris Brown is kind of like, how should I say this? Michael Jackson is Michael Jordan. Usher's like Kobe and rest in peace. And Chris Brown's kind of like LeBron. Like, look, I know some Kobe fans might be upset about this, but LeBron's clearly more physically gifted than Kobe. Bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic. Of course, Kobe was athletic and fast as hell too. But see, what Kobe had over LeBron, Kobe had that mental edge. Okay, what LeBron had physically, Kobe had mentally. All right, that's the thing with Usher and Breezy. What Usher had, or what Breezy had physically, in terms of being athletic and better dancer, Usher had mentally. Cause I've never seen, cause Chris Brown, man, after that Rihanna thing, he kind of went through a mental breakdown. Rihanna did as well, but back to this. By writers of VH1 and The Guardian, Jody Rosen said in 2012, he's the biggest male pop singer in the world. Sometimes it seems like he's the only one, and a marketplace still dominated by divas. Yeah, yeah, definitely. But like I said, you know, Usher was kind of like the last. Usher, Breezy, Rihanna, Beyonce, Trey Songz. They're kind of the last, great R&B artists. Because like I said, R&B kind of died. The R&B didn't make it to the early 2010s. Like I said, Usher got older. Trey kind of fell off. Breezy, he had issues. Rihanna, she kept doing hits, but now she's doing her makeup thing. So R&B's kind of dead. Okay, we're just being honest. But anyway, attaining 9 Billboard Hot 100 number one singles to tie with Bee Gees, Elton John, and Paul McCartney. Justin Charity of Compass referred him as the greatest male pop singer of the past couple decades in 2015. Yeah, well, he is definitely arguably the greatest. He is definitely the greatest R&B artist of all time. Male pop singer last in. Yes, I'd give him the title of the best male pop singer since Michael Jackson. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown, R.I.P., performed a duet with Usher in '05 at the 47th Grammy Awards, in which he honorably dubbed him the Godson of Soul. I would agree with that. Brown reiterated the new Godson, Usher, the new Godson, following the performance. Usher was inducted in the 29th Annual Georgia Music Hall of Fame. Okay. And it says here at the bottom, recognized as an icon, Billboard placed him number 14 on the greatest of all time Hot 100 artists, 6 on the top 60 male artists of all time. Was the 31 of the 35 greatest R&B artists of all time. 31 or 35? That's a little ludicrous. Okay, no pun intended. I disagree with that. Confession is placed at number 16 on their greatest of all time 200 albums list. Number 16 of 200 albums. I definitely. The greatest album of all time. That's about fair. Top 20. Let's see. Usher's been referred to as the king of R&B as well as Mr. Entertainment by the media outlets. See, the BET honors honored him for his contributions to music with the Musical Arts Award in 2015, presented by Bobby Brown. You remain a game changer for your discipline, your perfectionism. You're just a god, man. His discipline. Usher had, discipline. Which Breezy didn't have. Like I said, what Usher had, or what Breezy had physically, Usher had mentally. The same way. What LeBron had physically, Kobe had mentally. The BT Honors highlighted his influence on many contemporary artists such as Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Drake, Bryson Tiller, Jason Derulo, Justin Bieber, Miguel, Omarion, Ray J, August Alsina, Eric Bellinger, and Neo. Yeah, Drake. You know what's funny? Kanye killed gangster rap, and Drake killed R&B. Because Drake, unlike Kanye, could actually sing. Okay, so he fused it together. So Kanye killed gangster rap, Drake killed R&B. Ain't that a bitch? But yeah, yeah, that's gonna be it for this, man. What do you think? What do you think? Is Usher the greatest of all time? He is to me the king of R&B, the GOAT. Like I said, I go back forth between him and R. Kelly, but I'd have to give it up to Usher Raymond for the most part. Well, if you think, like this video, comment down below. If you're not Usher, do you want to see a video on Chris Brown or R. Kelly? And like I said, be on the lookout for a Magic Johnson greatest of all time video. Start getting into athletes, you know what I'm saying? Instead of music, okay? Usher, you're the GOAT, man. You're the king of R&B. Subscribe to the channel, help a young brother grow on YouTube, man. That's gonna be my case for Usher. Influential, legendary albums, legendary songs. Like I said, look at all these kids, man. Chris Brown, Drake, Trey Songz, Bieber, Omarion, Miguel, Jada Pinkett's side piece, August Alsina. What y'all think? See ya.